Shit, I'm here. Yeah, back taking in them motherfuckers.
Good people, good people, good people. What going on? This your boy Alice West J Media, aka Too Sexy Big, aka your baby mama's favorite fantasy. And tonight,
we got the boss. We got the
damn,
baddest.
I can't get
Yeah. I don't
Anyway,
need.
we got
I don't need him to introduce me.
Namisha.
See, and this is why he can't introduce me right here because he never get my name. We got
Naquisha
the baddest.
2 times.
We got the baddest. Naquisha 2 times. You already know how
Naquisha
it
2
goes.
times. Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yo, I'm about to really
my bad. You from North Carolina, right?
Yeah, I'm from North Carolina,
What
but baby, I'm from the 2-5.
What that is?
Newburgh, North Carolina. Don't play with
Newburgh,
it.
yeah,
Don't play with it.
What we know Newburgh, North Carolina?
Tryon Palace. Where the drink? I'm surprised you ain't got one around here.
What is it?
The birthplace of Pepsi.
Pepsi? I love Pepsi. Yeah, the biggest drink coming on earth. It's Pepsi, not Coca-Cola. So anyway, man, let's say your name again.
Naquisha. Listen, y'all. This is the crazy thing.
Naquisha.
My name is so easy.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm name. Don't worry about it. Technically difficult. Okay,
there we go. We back in that.
Back in that. So
my name is so easy.
Naquisha.
Yeah, it's spelled exactly how it sounds.
And I got a niece named Naquisha. That was crazy. Sorry. So anyway, welcome to the media show. She's gonna be sitting in with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? As my guest co-host, she's very talented, she's very articulate, she's very outspoken. And
what you trying to say?
You very that's very talented. Now, so most, I like outspoken, loud women because usually most women that talk loud, they're very authentic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people who people who talk, a lot of people who not authentic, they really don't. I just don't like. I don't know if I got what you say. I just don't like it. I'm sorry.
What you say?
You sound like that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to ask what you say 5, 10 times.
But anyway, you here?
We here.
We live. You know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing. It's an honor. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, man. I said your interview was real dope, and I was like, I would love to work with her in the future. So, when opportunity presented itself, see that?
Amen.
I said, you know what? Let's go on this forward now. Let's go on the met with her. So, now let me split it out. Now, how was your weekend?
Stressful.
What?
Yeah, boy, my weekend was. Hey, yo, I can't lie to you. Social media really I had to get off social media this weekend. It just interrupted my spirit real bad. I had to stay off.
We're gonna get into what y'all want to talk about. We're gonna hold on though, but that was something that really fucked me up this weekend too. I thought the weekend was like this. One of the weekends was like, damn, because the 12 and the 14-year-old killed themselves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the 12-year-old girl killed her and her cousin.
Yes, and it's crazy because all them people in that house that came running the bus open that door after them kids was shot on that floor. And first of all, nobody even went inside the bathroom. But all y'all coming to bus open that door. Where's y'all at when them kids was in there playing with that big gun?
I'm trying to find out who gun that was, why you left that shit laying around. And kids at that age is nosy and they very inquisitive. They always trying to find out, I'll be in your business. But the thing that really fucked me up about it was the gun went off. The little boy dropped. She dropped the gun shot again. And then she went to pick the gun up and it shot her. And I was like, oh God, me having a daughter, that shit really just fucked me up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I watched the video, but I only saw the gun go off twice. I only heard the gun go off twice.
You know what? I'm gonna pull the video up. I'm gonna pull the video up a little later in the show. But it went out 3 times.
Wow. That's crazy. And
it went off. She dropped it. It went off, and when she went to pick it up, the whole time she kept touching the trigger. You know, that's one thing. I'm because like that. That's just that Glock not gonna just go off like that. Glock just dropped a lot. So she kept picking that gun up, and her hand kept bumping that trigger. And them triggers just boom. They don't take a lot of pressure. So whoever had that guy, they had that Glock set up for that. Then they had that big ass drum on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got a monkey nut on that hoe.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Bro, y'all leaving that around a child, and then it was stuff speculating saying that like it was the little boy gun, yada yada. I'm like, I hope it don't matter how street hood you think you is. If you put a gun in a child's hand, you're retarded.
Yeah, you dumb as fuck.
You
I'm
dumb.
just
You're
gonna say,
dumb. Like you're
dumb as
dumb.
fuck.
Why would you put a gun in a child's hand? Come on now. Be realistic.
I'm not gonna play. I mean, praying for the family. So, let me see. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up because I want y'all to see. And YouTube, don't get on that bullshit. Don't do it. Cause I'm gonna pull up the video of the mama. Cause what she said was very interesting. Cause like I feel like people was too bad on her because like nobody want their child
To kill themselves.
yeah, they
Right.
go out like that. I know it seemed like they were having a good party.
And it's the thing. This was my other thing. Everybody kept running back to the door, pushing the door open, pushing the door open, pushing the door. Nobody actually went inside. Like the boy gonna peek his head and look, act like he about faint and then cry, whatever. But why did nobody go inside trying to stop the bleeding? Like I know it was a lot going on. Anticipation was probably high, adrenaline rushing. But y'all.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it up.
And where were these kids shot at? And it was so fatal. I believe the little boy was shot in his head because when she had the gun, she was like.
It happened to Dane Sign.
You said what?
They call it a murder suicide.
They trying to say the little girl killed herself on purpose.
They say it's a murder. It's 2 days ago. They called it murder suicide. Hold on, let me set it up. I want to set it up properly. That bullshit.
Let me see.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey.
Hey, y'all. You got it?
No, I'm pulling up. That's A. What's up, A?
And then it make it even like this weekend was just real upsetting because to make it even worse, then the little boy who fell off that ride.
You get this Asian in the building.
It was so bad.
Yeah, hold on. Let me set it up first. We got the gospel girl in the building. Hold on.
How you doing? You can come. You want to come get in here?
No, I just want to co-host it right there.
You sure you don't want to get in between us?
No, that's what I said. I was like,
Make sure you.
but I need to scoot over some more
Yes,
to get in the shot. This yours?
Can you get me some tissue?
I said, what the hell is that?
Hold on. I'll take it.
You want to show?
No, it's in, but it's not showing.
Dang. Do we gotta be real close? Am I looking at this?
Yeah, scoot in some more.
That's what it look like?
I don't have them adjusted.
Huh? Oh.
I'm gonna catch you up with this camera. You ain't got to pay no attention.
Are we on yet? Oh, where y'all?
What I'm saying, you got to slide this slide, but go. I'm gonna catch you with this camera.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Oh, I'm over here on your thing.
We all about to be on this damn lap like Santa
I'm all
Claus.
over here in this thing.
So did y'all get into y'all conversation of the day?
No, we talking about the two little kids that got killed.
Trying to pull up the video right quick.
Oh, in St. Louis, they was doing the Instagram and the gun went off. Yeah.
They call it, they ruled a murder suicide.
Okay.
I don't get why though.
Like it's a tragedy. That wasn't a case at all. It was an accident, first of all.
Exactly.
But
those, I feel like the parents should be held accountable.
Yeah.
I feel like they should. Or whoever's gun that was, whoever left that gun to them kids needs to be held accountable. However, it's just a tragic situation.
Yeah. Well, without knowing if the gun was locked up and they found it, because kids are very inquisitive and nosy and can find anything these days.
I just text him. I don't know what's going on with my computer just froze. Okay. One of them weeks, one of them days. But yeah, so we talking about you got no tissue in your pocketbook?
You got some tissue?
What's wrong? You gotta blow your nose?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing in the bathroom.
Just go use bath.
Yeah. Like, man, Joe Jackson, you don't even let him go blow their nose.
They start being professional, Joe Jackson. Okay, just sit there.
It died. Frankie, you such a good baby, aren't you? A good little man. Well, he doesn't lie.
It ain't come up.
I had to restart. You lied, so Jimmy come. I had to restart it. We good.
Man, it was just so sad.
Yeah, it is, but it's an opportunity where I feel like here in Georgia, since Brian Kemp has deemed it to where everybody can have a gun and you're not required to have a license, then it's an opportunity for someone to go out, since we're so creative, invent some type of a new lockbox that people purchase with these guns, whether it's a key or a code or something. If you put up, because like we said, we think we hiding something in the best place ever, and that's straight where a kid is gonna go for whatever the reason is. So we don't know if it was a matter of the parents just left it out and they found it, or we don't know what happened when they found that gun. The kids are smart. They might have put the bullets in them down, so we don't know. So it's like we gotta get back into the era where we need more information before we start going and making our own assessments of what we think might have happened, because then that's when the story gets all distorted and then the truth just never comes out because you got too many case scenarios. So we gotta slow it down. We are too fast, just like this shit with Jada and
in St. Louis that left 2 children dead. Those children have now been identified as 12-year-old Paris Harvey and 14-year-old Quran Harvey. St. Louis police say they are investigating the case as a murder-suicide. Police were called to a loft building in downtown St. Louis just before 2 a.m. Friday. Neighbors reported hearing several gunshots. Police say the homicide division is now leading that investigation.
I've noticed about our community, we're never willing to take accountability. It's always, it's because we Black. You know, we never really be like, okay, damn, now that shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We don't really do that much no more. And I feel like it's just because society we've seen so much injustice. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody know I'm big. I speak on injustice all the time. I got a big platform. That's what I do. But certain things, it's just like, okay, let's be reasonable here. Let's take color out of the mix. The gun should have never been left around the child, period. The gun should have, and then it comes to another case in point. Watch when they keep investigating them more. Watch how they try to tear this little girl down.
Like the story's over with after. We won't hear about this.
You don't think so?
No. We're finna move on to the boy from St. Louis, the 14-year-old who fell off the ride, and then
did he happen before this, right?
Who, the 14-year-old?
Yeah.
What you say he had what?
Did his like story happen like before the little girls and stuff, or was there
everything that happened so dang on fast right now? I think he died over the weekend, but since the Will Smith thing, like everything is getting pushed down, so you losing time.
Oh yeah.
On one stuff, but I believe it was over the weekend because they was 14 and at the amusement park. So I'm thinking because it's still school is in. So I'm thinking
yeah, weekend. That makes sense.
And it's just coming out, and that's
that right there hurt my heart. Watching that video, like, and then
so what happened with him falling out the thing?
Okay, so that's another thing that's wrong with social media. They put everything up there, and it's like things they just gonna show up. You're gonna see it regardless. Saw the video of the little boy. Apparently the man said he locked him in. The ride went up, and as the ride come down, all you see is the ride coming down fast and the ride coming to a stop. But the little boy body keep going. He just splat on the ground. It was so sad. I cried. At 14 years old.
This also happened in St. Louis? Or it was in Florida?
He was from St. Louis. They was in Florida.
Oh, so what amusement park was it at?
I don't know which one it was.
Yeah. It was. If I ain't gonna lie, if I was in that amusement park, I'd be getting a check.
Oh, well, they're gonna get paid. That's no doubt. They're going to get paid, but they have to investigate what happened because he was 14. He's 6'4". He's 300 pounds. No other ride in that amusement park would allow him to get on.
That's the only ride to let him.
And for some reason, when he went over there, those kids were adamant about, yeah, come on, we'll take you. So from another perspective, how I look at it is, why were they so encouraging to let him on? Because and we can take race out, but some people are very sick in their heads. And I know in amusement park, all those people who work there, their friends, they got their little CVs, they might have thought it was funny. I don't know if that was a joke or what it was, but he got all the way up. But as he was ascending, he noticed that his seat was really loose. And he told his friends before they started dropping, he said, if something happened, just tell my mom and dad I love them. And so his friends knew something was wrong, but it was not, there's no, I guess, emergency button. There's nothing you can do once you up. So once they got halfway down, I don't understand how he slipped out, because the next fact that's coming out is they're saying when the ride got down that his seat was still locked. It was in a locked position. So how did he fall out? Which makes me think these kids who were working there probably thought it was some kind of a sick joke. So I think some murder charges needs to be investigated. And if that is the case, then that is murder. And I think those children need to also have charges, as well as the amusement park charges pressed against them.
Yeah. And every person in that park needs to sue. Every person, if you walk,
well, they will for mental anguish, because it was the ride holds like 30 people. So on the ground, people were filming their friends anyway. So it wasn't that they was filming, you know what I mean, just him on the ground. But it just so happened that a lot of people was filming because it was a new ride. And so when he came down, the first thing they said, you could hear his bones. So both his legs and arms were broken. He laid there for 10 minutes before ambulance came. So he passed on his way to the hospital. So had they been there sooner, could anything have happened the same? But he had a bright future in football. Yeah. And it's all over with. So I hope, just sending prayers to the family. Nothing kind of takes away whether it was with intent from these other kids or an accident from the ride. But that's just kind of weird how it's locked. But yeah, he fell out because no one would want to do that.
Yeah, I don't believe that whole it was.
So me either. I believe the kids probably locked it when they seen what happened to try to maybe deter the investigation, because that's what makes me think y'all did something intentionally and tried to go back and double back real quick.
Right.
And how the seat, unless you're going to say coming down, the seat locked itself after he fell out type thing. So we have to wait before we start spiraling off with our ideas and crucifying folks. Was it an accident? Was it intent? That's what we need to figure out first. And if it's an accident, they got insurance and the family definitely will get paid. And that ride will probably get shut down if they can't figure out why it unlocked and locked back, if that's what it did. But I don't know if those are the functions. Like, I thought those rides were manual, not automatic.
Yeah.
So that's something to investigate.
This video on Park in Orlando. A video appears to show the ride with passengers discussing seatbelts with the crew.
Why doesn't this have like the little click, like the seatbelt? Yeah.
And again after the ride begins.
Hey, you take your seatbelt on the left side. Seatbelt.
Nope.
Seatbelt.
As the ride plummets toward the ground, the teenager can be seen falling. The Orange County Sheriff's Department later confirming that a 14-year-old boy was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. After the accident, crew members gathering.
You guys are sure you checked it?
A ride spokesperson saying the teenager was in a safety harness.
That's what we know at this time. So again, we operate the ride with all the safety
precautions in mind. According to its website, Orlando Freefall stands at 430 feet, making it the world's tallest freestanding drop tower. The ride can accommodate 30 riders when loaded to capacity. This accident comes after another fatal fall at the park. In 2020, a 21-year-old construction worker died after falling more than 50 feet while conducting a safety check on a different ride. This morning, questions about how last night's deadly accident could have happened.
Words can't say how we feel. Our hearts go out to the family of this young man, and that's all we can say at this time.
And that was last night, the ride's operator's spokesperson talking to cameras. But this morning, we reached out to the park itself, Icon Park, and we have not heard back. But we do know that the Sheriff's Department is continuing its investigation.
Just awful.
Yeah, just horrible.
Thank
horrible.
you.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
That's crazy, bro.
Man,
That's crazy.
I'm trying to tell. Ooh, that is rough for my spirit. That's why I just felt like this weekend.
I mean, all those kids. The lady was saying that something was wrong with the seatbelt. I heard that was a lady voice. Did you hear the lady voice? She said like the seatbelt not like, but I don't know, man. I don't know if me being a sane mind person. If people are complaining the seatbelt's not locking,
I'm getting off.
I don't think, and no, I'm talking about the conductor.
Oh, I'm not letting that ride go up. I'm not even letting that ride go up.
I'm not letting that ride go up.
So that's why it goes back to the trainer who was operating that machinery. Because that's the person that's going to be held accountable also. That's your job. But they give these kids, because we're going through a hiring thing and nobody wants to work, so they're giving jobs to anybody. So these kids getting it, they're not taking that serious.
Yeah.
But their lives will never be the same, because that boy blood is definitely on their hands, whether it was with intent or not. You were responsible for all those people on that ride. That's your responsibility.
Yeah.
So if you question,
they close that park down?
That park is still, them people gonna make their money. That's just one ride.
Crazy.
I mean, you know how
that ride might still
they system work. You know what I mean? One of us died. One of them died some morning.
Oh yeah,
that's why I say you can't. It's easy to say let's take race out, but you just can't.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't, because this is a race-based society that we're in. Case in point, so we just can't. That's why I'm saying take breathing out of the equation of living.
No, you just really can't. I mean, it's hard in that situation to
I'm going back to the kids who was running the machines, and that area is a small area. And I think because he was so big, like kids is cool. So at 14, you 6'4" and 300 pounds, you know, compared to other 14-year-olds, they just whatever. I don't know. I just feel like it was just, I don't know.
I'm starting to feel like, and I mean this with all due respect to young adults, but in certain jobs, young adults should not be in charge of. And I think these companies are being too cheap. That's something that a grown adult, because if that was a young adult was having that ride.
Oh, yeah,
Me and you be like, hold on. These seats took boom. Let's run a safety check. Because I don't want nobody to fall out.
I'm thinking of them like if it's my
But you, that's what I'm saying. But when you're young adult, okay, no, it's okay. Like, you know, it's going about because see, one thing I tell young people, like, you can't beat experience. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been through we've seen something, we've known people to die from tragedies. When you're young, you know, probably might get shot. You've never had nobody die from no accident or somebody get hit by. Have people know people get hit by a train, get burned in house fire. You know what I'm saying? So when you've been through those type of you know what I'm saying, traumas, you are more guarded by shit. Just like you a mother, right? So you see a child running in the car, you gonna grab them like, no, you gonna pull them back because your child might have snatched away from you before and almost got hit. You know what I'm saying? So when you're like, you know, I think youth gives you a sense of which word I'm looking for, like invincibility. Invincibility. Okay.
That is President Frankie when he's in the building. Okay.
Damn the show. But listen, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's like I think you give you a sense of we know that word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And I think will come life experience and it teaches you that it's better to be conservative about what people's lives on the line. You know what I'm saying? And not be as, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that ride is dangerous.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the thing is, we live in a time frame where even though we may want older people to work there, but they're not going to work there for $10 an hour.
Yeah, they're not. Because you can't live off it.
Nah. Not a real adult with some real bills. You can't. So yeah, the teenager is best, but I think they need. I think companies need to.
I can live up $10 an hour.
You can't work.
I think companies need to get back to investing in training.
Yeah.
This is where a lot of things is happening. It's just a lack of training because you feel like, oh, just push this button to make it go, push it, make it stop, and this will spin around, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And that's it. But we're not getting into the what if scenarios. You know what I mean? Like, is there an emergency button? Like on each of those seats, it should be an emergency button.
Yeah, that's
that they should be able to hit, and it stops because he knew it when they were going up. He felt it when they was going up. So if he could have hit it at any point going up, they could have just let that ride slide down without all the effects, just for safety purposes.
They need to have emergency stop on them.
Yeah.
Well, that might end up being more dangerous because the way it's coming down so fast, and then you got so many people, like one person, and you got somebody sick may get on there and do it just to do it and kill everybody on the ride.
I wonder, like those rides, you have to sign waivers, don't you?
You had to sign waivers, but I thought before you could invent a ride to get installed in the park, it had to go through some strenuous testing because that's like I don't know if y'all remember the demon drop.
But that's ride is
in every park. Let me turn that phone down. It's too loud.
That ride is in every park though. Well, like
so was that replacing the demon drop? Did you remember that?
Hey, watch where you going.
What's the demon drop?
It was a ride like that. It just only was like maybe 2 to 3 people on it. It wasn't 30.
Oh, nah.
So now they didn't took the demon drop, but you would go like high in the air like that and just fall. That was a better fall because the demon drop, you just fell as a pole. It wasn't all that they had going on. So they just enhanced it, but yeah, that's just I don't know. Certain things I ain't doing. So, man, amusement parks are all for me. That's over with.
Nah. I did that for like 1 week. I went to Six Flags one time, wrote all this shit. I was like, that's it. It was like, that's it. I was like, bruh, I don't feel I should have to pay a motherfucker to scare me, like to have me feel I'm finna die. Mm-hmm. I'm good on this. Like I'm good. It's like I never understood like 100 houses and 3-year ride. I don't want to pay nobody to scare me. I'm from Glenwood. I get scared every fucking day.
Right.
You know, I grew up hearing gunshots and seeing motherfuckers get hit by buses and cars and niggas get hit in the head with bricks and bats and getting shot,
or
getting stabbed.
I said or
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So what else you got for us, Big Ed?
Shit. I think that's pretty much it that anybody care about. Everybody is just on the major big story because my stuff is gonna definitely be too much about the world. Ain't nobody interested in that right now. They into will happen.
Well, no, you had an interesting weekend too. You had the Charlotte Low all weekend with last week. So fill us in about that. We were seeing your Instagram.
I don't know. It was I know I gotta get, but I don't do no invites. I did. If people want to come, great, come. If not, enjoy your day. But we did the Shawty Low Jr. in honor of his dad. He had a whole down for low week. So every day it was like during the day it was something, bowling, whatever, and then at night they hit up a venue. So we did the celebrity game on Saturday. It was his first one. It was an absolute phenomenal turnout. Absolutely. We did it at the Wilson Academy out in Conyers. Great school. We ended up having like Rich, the guy that's out with the new song "Live in the Moment" now. DJ Khaled is his DJ with him on that project. That Drummer Boy came out. There was a lot of people came out. DJ Filthy DJ. He's with the Coalition. DJ Coalition that's breaking artists right now. There's a lot of people.
I see y'all had Molly World casting in the building. Shout out Molly. Shout out the team.
Molly was there. P. Brown ended up coming. And it was cool. And one of the highlights of that I thought was absolutely funny. If anybody pays attention to any of the clips, was that in the beginning I had my son and his friend flew in, right? So to play ball. So they play. And so they got on the team. So they were supposed to be on Shawty Low Jr.'s team. But then when all his friends came in, he was like, well, I'm going to get on the black team. Y'all go ahead. I'm going to get y'all the white shirts. Y'all get on the other team. And so that was cool. So they was like, okay. Well, people came in they grills and they chains. They thought, charity, because Shawty Low Jr. also works with the homeless and stuff throughout the month. He does a lot of charitable stuff every weekend in the communities. So they thought they was just coming to, run up and down and be cute. Honey, my boys got out there in the first half and worked their ass. They got them first 40. So Shorty's like, well, wait a minute. And so the one, Richard said, he was like, I thought we was just going, run up and down. And I said, be cute. I said, well, while all your diamonds about to fly out your mouth, you want me to hold on to your grill? I'm holding all chains. Because them boys is out there to play. And it was so funny. Next thing you know, Shorty Low is in a white jersey. He just switched over to my boys' team. He was like, shit, I'm paying to win. So he done left his little friends and then switched. I said, that was hilarious. But they got out there and they played. They really played. I mean, they was sweating profusely. So it was a very good turn. I was very happy about it. So even with the hiccups, was originally they were going to be somewhere else, but the band came out. It was the original band that had marched for his dad's passing when they did the funeral service. So it was good to have them out. So everything was kind of subliminal and sentimental at the same time. So it was awesome. So we're looking to do it again in September. So stay tuned for that.
So this was for his birthday, or was it? He died in September, right?
Yeah, he died in September because he ended up passing 2 weeks after Juice.
Yeah, that's right. So but it was his birthday. His birthday.
Yeah, it was for his birthday. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then his son Junior's birthday is in June. So looking at definitely doing something for his, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
what'd you do? You like coordinated the events?
Yeah, I used to manage some and1, so I used to do the celebrity basketball games here a while ago.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been around a long time. Been around.
She said I've been around a long time.
Yeah. So yeah, so it was good, but it was a good friend of mine, Devin, who is actually now he's managing him, and then also with Jessica, someone who is new on the team that did a phenomenal job at getting everything together, and then it was the Molly World girls and all that. So yeah, this time it was, instead of just me and one other person, it was like I came on with a team at this point, so it just made everything like
easier,
better.
Yeah,
it wasn't easier, but it was just way better.
R.I.P. that boy Low. What's your favorite Shawty Low song?
I don't even listen to Shawty Low.
You've never listened to Shawty Low?
I have. I what's that song that everybody know?
That's why I said, what's your favorite Isaac Hayes
Must
song?
be two sides.
No.
Wow. Yeah, just let it go, honey.
Yeah, no.
Thanks.
The
you. What's your favorite Lil Durk song?
I don't got one.
Okay.
Who do you like?
Juicy.
And
Juicy. Juicy and MV Wasser. 6 Story. He the hardest.
I've never heard of these people. But hey, I'm 45, 43. Yeah.
Okay. I like Jazzy Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, she's her.
You're angry.
She's her.
You're angry. You're an angry person.
Actually, I'm not. First of all, I just been traumatized by a lot of you black men.
Black men. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not even. How old are you again?
20, about to be.
You about to be 20 years old. You've been traumatized.
Yes.
Okay, angry. She's already an angry. Can't say that too loud.
Yeah.
So that's the interesting segue because the internet is still recovering from the shutdown. It happened like at 11:45 Sunday night.
Don't you know the time?
When the slap heard around the world, when somebody made a joke about somebody's house, and about 10, 12 seconds later, somebody put their hand behind their bed. I just laughing, and they got slapped into the middle of the next week. Will Smith, if y'all ain't heard about it, I'm not gonna play the video because I know everybody's in the video.
Oh yeah, they don't even care about the real one. There's so many memes.
Yo, what?
Will Smith slapped the fuck out of me. He said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. He said, boy, this is the greatest night in television history. Mm-hmm. And
it was.
I want to hear from your perspective as a young adult. Then I want to hear from you as Chief Speed. What was your perspective on that? Do you feel like Will? Because
if my man don't go hard for me like Will go for Jada, I don't want him. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so you feel like that was justified when he did.
Okay, and I would say yes, and this is why I say, Will and Jada have been together for a very long time. That's all I've known since I was a kid. When you know Will, you know Jada, and to have been through so much with his wife, been ridiculed in the media before, it's like she came out and she was very vocal about her struggles with alopecia and her struggles with just depression and everything, her losing her hair, just everything. And she put her struggles vocal to the world. And for Chris to prey upon that, and like Nikki said, at the end of the night, Will is the one wiping that woman's tears. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all not experiencing that. As a woman, your hair is the crown that you never take off.
I'm going to hold my thoughts until y'all finish.
Yeah, and to lose that by something that is uncontrollable, and to be sitting to a depression because you no longer really know or can feel your undeniably captured beauty. You know what I'm saying? That probably hurt him. Like, did y'all see Jada's reaction? Forget his reaction. Did you see her? She was just like I could tell she was embarrassed. Yes, go on that stage, slap the shit out of him. What do you mean? Yes. But the Oscars, I do understand. The Oscars, it was a crazy place to do it, but shit, Will, you got enough money, fuck it. You stand up for your woman. That's what you should do. I don't care. I'm tired of black women's pain being preyed upon, and it's been looked at as it's okay. It's okay. No, it's not okay. Finally, somebody stood up. Finally, somebody
should just take it to the chin. And
and everybody. That's what everybody thought.
Every black woman should just take everything to the chin.
We just gotta be strong, and then when we're a strong black woman, we an angry black woman. We can't win for losing. It ain't. You can't never be right being a black woman.
What are your thoughts?
So first of all, I feel like if we want to go off the stance of if it was an actual thing, then yeah, I'm with Will defending his wife. And I think that a lot more men needed to see that, because you got men out here that would rather jump up and take a bullet for their boys before they broad, they bitch, whatever they call them. Okay. So I feel like in that moment, yeah, that was a moment, because when he was saying it, if you end up with the backstory, even when he made the joke, like G.I. Jane and the bald head, like that had nothing to do with her. That was Demi Moore and G.I. Jane. There. So what were you comparing? So just get to what you wanted to talk about. Now, the backstory is we already had a conversation with Chris and asked him not to do it. They already know these events. They incorporate roasting. They know that. But whatever you do, just keep it on me. Now, if he had a conversation with that means to me, him and his wife are going through something behind closed doors. Exactly. If his wife sat there, the look she might have given him, maybe the look she gave him when he had to help her cut her hair off and they had to get through it. Depression is suicide is in there. So I don't know how people is going to take depression and suicide and make a joke and think, oh, she should just wipe it off and brush it off and get over it. And her man is not the defender. Now, if somebody come out and disrespect your wife, that's cool if you know how to rationally sit down and you're going to pick up a better date to go and handle that later on. But in the world we live in, I ain't never seen no nigga or man who was really down for his woman. Wait, the appropriate time is right now. Because if you're going to humiliate her right now, I'm going to humiliate you right now in front of the very people you want to humiliate her in front of. Okay? Now, the thing for me is like with that, because I know a lot of people don't get it, but with her, it would be a difference if she shaved her hair off because she was just going for a look.
Exactly.
Okay, like we did. Who was that sweet who cut her hair?
Yep, exactly.
She was going for a look. But let's just equate the alopecia, since people don't really know what the disease is why people are so dismissive of it, because they don't really know what it is. And I feel like the Oscars missed an opportunity to go ahead and educate people on that. But instead, we'll do the jokes. If I decided I wanted to become a man transgender and cut my breast off, have at it. If I decided to become a man. But if I ended up with breast cancer and I had to get them cut off against my will or want to, that's detrimental. I bet you nobody, or if your wife had to, you wouldn't think it's funny if you go out and one of your friends want to joke like, man, your woman chest flatter than yours. You're laughing that up. That's funny to you. Because if my man sit there and laugh with his friends yawning on me, you not for me.
Exactly.
So that's with that. But then the whole slap thing when it happened, what gets me is us. And instead of us standing up for each other, we went yet again and we rolled off into the sunset and turned everything that was detrimental to them, and we made it a joke about us again. Because I'm gonna tell you something, I ain't seen nobody get this up in arms when them white men was on them horses and beating them Haitians with them whips to get them out of our country when they came here needing help. Like this other country is about to do, and we bringing 100,000 of them in here, Ukrainians, and they ain't never did nothing for. They ain't even want our protection. Right. They didn't even ask us for it. But yet we sending them trillions of our dollars and ain't helping our own people. Yes. But nobody was up in arms and talking about this. We fell silent on that and sent them people back to mass destruction while we trying to help in other countries and people we don't even damn know. So our people is just becoming more and more disappointing. And now I can understand why when Africans come here, they look at us and think that we're just dumb as fuck. Because in actuality, we really are. Mm-hmm. Because when you can take something so sensitive as that, and we can wake up and everybody got so creative with these memes and everything else, where are we at when it's time to really stand up and fight for something? Like right now, with the crisis going on, we're not getting into that. I'm gonna go to my next stupidity thing. Chris Rock tickets was $40 for his tour. Ticket sales slow. After the slap, they're $341. Now they're selling out. Black people here gotta stop being so goddamn stupid and always trying to be on the forefront of something, because that's what's gonna happen. Your $40 seaters is gonna be in the front row, and the ones who paid $400 is gonna be up in the nosebleed. What sense does that make?
Looking crazy. Just
to say you saw him. Oh, I went to that show right after he got slapped by Will Smith back in 2020, and here's the tickets and I mean, we come up with the dumbest reasons to want to be seen and heard. But I feel like it's a missed opportunity. It's sad, but go make the money. Because the one thing about Will Smith and Chris, that situation, what I did appreciate is Will Smith made it old school and he slapped the fuck out of him instead of this new school where he shot the fuck out of him. Yeah. Because at least our generation can make amends and come back and forgive each other and then go make money and make movies together. This generation can't. They won't have no reunion tours, nothing, because they ain't here. So I could appreciate him doing old school, because yeah, he could have waited. And what we want him to wait for, to go and shoot and kill him? Yeah. What y'all waiting on? They weren't gonna go toe to toe, so that was appropriate, because back in the day, that's like a parent disciplining a child when you out of line. They slap the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and then also I just feel like everybody want to try to, Chris. If that, God forbid, say Will would have never done anything, and that embarrassment would have took over Jada, and she would have went home and killed herself, then Chris would have been wrong. That's what it would have took for everybody to see.
And we still would have made memes, though. That's what I'm saying about this culture. Still would have made memes.
And you women have spoken so eloquently about the subject. I understand you guys' passion.
But
let me give you an inside perspective on a situation like that. I'm coming from a man who's had to defend his woman honor for real. You know what I'm saying? She has alopecia, which is a lot of black women have alopecia. I have people in my family have alopecia. You know what I'm saying? They say it's an immune disease that causes their hair to fall out. You know what I'm saying? But I think what's missing is that Chris Rock is a comedian, right? Number one. And number two, he also told Jada that he loved her. You know what I'm saying? And he was just making a friendly jab with her
A friendly jab.
Hold on. I didn't interrupt you. So let me get mine out.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? He made a friendly jab with her about her alopecia because, that's what comedians do. They take the bullshit in the world and they turn it into something funny. Now, the reason why I feel like Will Smith was out of line because I don't think that slap was for that. I think Will Smith was fed up. But see, the thing about it was, that was his night. That was his night for the world to see that Will Smith finally about to win his Oscar. He's the biggest actor ever in music history. I mean, in history. We're not talking about Samuel L. Jackson. Of course, he sold more tickets. But Will Smith is like the biggest movie star ever. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than Tom Cruise.
And bigger than
Hold on. I didn't interrupt you. Please let me finish my point. And he had
rude by the week. You get ruder by the week.
No, I'm not. I didn't interrupt you, though. Did I interrupt you when you spoke? Go ahead. So I reason why I let y'all speak because as women, I didn't want to think like I was taking up for a man not defending his woman. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But in situation, it was Will's night. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he's so emotionally wrapped on and trying to always prove himself to Jada that his emotions got the best of him. You know what I'm saying? And he did something to where it's two sides to that story. You know what I'm saying? Chris is almost 60 years old. He's damn near elderly. He got a family. He has children. You know what I'm saying? He has children. And I just feel like as black men, we always want. I just feel like as elder statesmen in our community, who people look at them in higher regard. I don't feel like that's the image because it's one thing we tell our children that we not do this, we should handle this stuff a certain way, and then when you put in a pressure situation, you do something that shows violence and shows disrespect to another black man on camera. I have a problem with Will Smith disrespecting him on camera and violating Chris like that because if we're gonna keep it all the way live, you're not supposed to you slap a nigga supposed to goddamn violate you for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't just slap. Grown men don't slap grown men. Chris Rock, he had a problem with him. He should have whooped his ass. Open hand slap. That's as a man. Cause I'm a man. Open hand slapping a man is like spitting on a man. To me, I thought that was other. He tried to cancel. He tried to see that's the power struggle. The reason why Will Smith and the reason why Jada constantly try to.
Can I ask you something?
Let me finish make my point. That's the reason why Jada in the red side was she demasculates her man all the time because he's not controlling his emotions. That woman just told the world how you don't fuck her right. She told the world how she cheated on you, how you didn't leave her. She completely demasculated. She got him feeling like he got to prove himself to her. And once again, he let the world see that it was his night. It was all about him. And because she is into her feeling, because he laughed at the joke. See, I would have respected it more if you'd have been like, just like me tell the situation, the man didn't respect my old lady, when I feel disrespect my wife, you feel me? That shit ain't funny to me. I'm not gonna laugh at that shit. And because Ebony feels some type way about it, it's gonna affect me. Because disrespect is disrespect. He laughed about it. There was two things I point about that shit. He laughed, and Chris told Jada he loved her. You feel what I'm saying? But he laughed. So I don't even think it was his emotion. It was her emotion. You feel what I'm saying? Well, I feel like she gave because I'm a married.
So it was her fault that he went up there and slapped her.
I said it was her fault. I'm not saying it was her fault.
You just said it wasn't him. He was laughing. It's her emotion.
He was laughing. It was her emotion. So it wasn't genuine. It wasn't that wasn't a genuine reaction. Because by me being with somebody, who's a married person, I feel like every Tuesday because I've been in a situation where someone disrespected my wife in my face, and I had to defend on for real. Well, shit got gangster. You feel what I'm saying?
But you wasn't on a major platform in front.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't try to minimize. Don't try to minimize.
Because had they not been on that platform, he probably would have.
Okay, let me say this. Something you said that it was Will's night.
It was his night.
Right. It was his night, and the host of the awards embarrassed. But this is my thing. It was his night, and the host of the awards embarrassed his wife by speaking on her sickness. Presenter embarrassed his wife by speaking on his sickness on his night. Yes, he did. Is that not embarrassing?
No.
You don't find that embarrassing for that woman?
That's the disconnect.
That was
very embarrassing. So you're not experiencing that disease, so you don't understand how.
I have people in my family.
Right, and if somebody says
you're not.
Yeah, we all got something that somebody can play on to embarrass.
I have an ex. I ain't even gonna say who. I got an ex I used to mess with. And he got alopecia. She got alopecia patches in the back of his head. He used to let me explain it.
I think what y'all trying to do is say I'm trying to minimize the fact that I think I'm saying like, I'm not saying that alopecia is not something that should be played with, right? But what I'm saying,
embarrassing though. That was embarrassing to call that out.
But what I'm saying is he wasn't talking about her alopecia. He was talking about her. But see what I'm saying? One thing I think women don't understand. I think the distinction between women and men is right. Everything that a man says about you, like I'm saying, like a dude, he might call you a bitch. Like call you like when we say things sometimes
you don't really mean it. You're just
he wasn't talking about her alopecia. He was talking about that she was bald. He wasn't thinking that deep. But that's what I'm saying. But he wasn't thinking that deep.
But this is my thing.
And
how is he not thinking that deep before the Oscars they had the conversation about it?
And Will Smith said as president, his publicist said that he didn't even know. And Charlamagne got on the radio and said he talked to him. He didn't even know she had alopecia. He didn't even know.
Well, now he know. And he slapped the fuck out of it. Now he got the shit slapped out of him.
And what I'm saying is we cannot set a precedent that when a comedian is on stage, people are allowed to rush the stage and attack people. That's what I'm talking about.
So if I want to make some jokes, I can talk about you all I want to, and you'll be okay with it. I can say whatever I want to.
I've said it in the front row at a comedy show. Mm-hmm. I've said it in the front row at the event before, and people, and I'm a large person. And people attack me. If and you
went home and was happy about
but you're big by choice.
I'm not. How do you know that? But I can have a disease or disorder.
Okay,
you don't know that.
Okay.
See how you just said that?
Okay,
I'm
but
being by choice.
Right.
See what I'm saying? He didn't know she had alopecia. So he hit my thought she cut her hair. See how you just proved
that? She went wide on the internet about that.
Celebrities are insulated. You know that.
He just did a whole documentary. I mean, he's been so
celebrities are insulated. His publicist said. And he told Charlamagne, I honestly God did not know she had alopecia.
So this is the thing. So if you feel like he did know, then the Will slap was justified?
If he would have known, I feel I could understand it because I've had to defend my wife's honor. The whole point I was trying to make was it's just like what Denzel and Tyler Perry told him. When you at your highest point, that's when the devil comes to your attack, right? See what happened is people. See, everybody know how uber.
But who's the devil? Because if we defend Chris Rock, we can't call him the devil.
If you let me finish my point, you understand the situation I'm saying.
Okay.
Right. The devil is not a person at the point. It was the energy that was in the room. You feel what I'm saying, right? Will is fed up. You've been fed up before, right? I've been fed up. He was tired of being the butt of everybody's joke. He's tired of making like he's a soft guy. He's in his 50s now. And he feel like, oh, he a man. I'm a man, right? Just like everybody look at him like he weak. You let his woman handle him. Let people say what they want to him. Let people do all they want to. He said, in my mind, you know what I'm saying? I read inserts in his book, and he also said, open, he's fed up with that shit. He tired of people playing with him, saying what the fuck he want to say to him. That's what I'm saying. So it was not Chris Rock that he was slapping. He was slapping because his emotions got the best of him. And he put out a statement and said the exact thing. His emotions got the best of him. He's still working product because in his mind, because you want to know what happened?
It's damage control.
No, it's not damage control. It's not damage control. What it is, you got to read the whole interview. You got to understand that when Puffy told him that when Puffy told him that Chris Rock didn't even know she had alopecia. You feel what I'm saying? Then it makes then now it's like, okay, then everybody know you in your emotions, you in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
he was supposed to wait until he figured out. If
no. What I'm saying. He was not. What I'm saying is what I'm saying.
How can you know his emotions? That's my question.
Because he said it. He said the emotions got the best.
Okay, but
he said on stage emotions got the best.
Who says what emotions that was? The emotions.
What I'm saying is because he said it. He said you see his speech. His speech said he was tired of people fucking with him. I read inserts from his book. And he's one of my. I follow him on Instagram. He's tired of people fucking with him about his wife. He's tired of people fucking with him about Jada. Because guess what? He don't like. He said he didn't like the fact that Jada exposed their fucking business on the red table talk. So hold on, let me finish. Hear me out. You know what I'm saying, right? He's pissed off about that shit. He can't kick Jada's ass, right?
Yes, he can.
No, but he's not that kind of guy.
Kicking
He
whooping the
can't kick Jada's ass.
Whooping
He
the
can't
hoes.
kick Jada's ass. And then if you seen the interview when they did Officer Stina, right? He told her, I don't even know what I didn't even want to talk about. I didn't even want to talk about that. Will Smith was a sucker because Chris Rock was trying to be the bigger man.
And that's a guy making that comment,
right? That's on the screen. Right there, we got Chris Shiny.
All right.
We got coming and say Will Smith was a sucker. Chris Tucker was trying to be the bigger man and a man.
And I bet the same
person. Chris should have whooped Will's ass.
First off, it's Chris Rock, not Chris Tucker.
Well, you know,
I bet that same person that made that comment would allow that woman to be openly disrespected.
She won't openly disrespect.
Yes,
I think now, if you would have called her, there are things that a man can say.
Why you gotta be a bitch though to make?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying a bitch. I'm not saying
like man, like can you listen to this realistically?
If you
realistically, hear me out. Realistically,
there are certain words. Okay,
hear me out. Realistically, right? We all know everybody got the G.I. Jane joke, the bald headed joke, right? I'm Jada.
He loved her first though.
That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Yeah, like
we talking about white people. We talking about you black. We talking about black.
Well, that means niggas will tell they bitch.
Because that's what I'm saying. Still go cheat on her. That don't mean nothing. That's out the blue.
She don't mean that I don't love you.
What? Please, if you love me, you not gonna cheat on me. Yes, it is.
Why we talking about Alex Baldwin when them people got shot on the set? Then we want to make jokes then, and everything's so fucking funny. Talk about him. Talk about that.
Why don't have a whole set about that? But go ahead.
But anyway, like I was saying,
like
I was saying, I feel like it's Jada in that nobody, everybody wanted to see. Oh, it's Chris right?
It's all about her.
But
listen.
It
was his night.
Listen though, that's the thing. It was his night, and Chris made it about her. Will didn't make it about her. Chris did. Chris went up there and publicly embarrassed that man's woman who she just came out talking about her depression.
He laughed. When he looked over at her, was she laughing? She rolled his eye, looked at him there, pussy nigga look.
And let's just say that, like, if somebody is gonna be talking about your significant other, maybe you shouldn't be joining in on it. And maybe that's the confusion of him joining in while they talking about her. And then I guess if we want to say because she gave him the look of like a dog to go sick him or something, and then he went off stage and sick him because I don't know what y'all trying to make her out to be.
What they were saying was she looked when Chris Rock said it, she looked at Will. Will was laughing. And she was staring at him. When he looked at him, they locked eyes. And Will, without saying a word, got up and went on stage.
Well, Jada, you powerful, sweetheart.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
So I can get some nigga to go jump off a goddamn
the power of that pussy was in full effect at the Oscars. Let me tell you something. Will knew it. See, Will had she already told Will she tired of his shit. You let people say what the fuck you want.
So if your business been public, okay. So this is the conclusion we've gotten to, y'all. If your business has been publicly told to the world, and
why you start August Alsina?
What?
Why you start August Alsina?
August Alsina didn't do that when his night at the Grammys and embarrassed his woman about her health condition. That it wasn't August Alsina who did that. That's like
August Alsina, Raw Dog's wife.
We don't know that.
That's
a story people didn't made up. They don't know what happened with them people. People again ran off with that story.
Man, I'm just gonna say this, man.
But that ain't okay. So why he didn't pick that to talk about then? Why did he have to go to her the alopecia? Why he didn't pick about her fucking another man? Why her dude there? That's funny.
The August Alsina was a touchy subject because he.
Oh, but her alopecia isn't. What? Her sexual life is a touchy subject, but her health conditions aren't.
I mean, Will said he's hearing about it. He put it out.
What? So? Jada probably tired of hearing about her health conditions.
The next conversation, we done with that one.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, this is definitely a topic that men and women cannot have together.
There was kids going on before he started. Yeah, and then he fucked up Questlove, you know what I'm saying?
He fucked up everybody's night.
Well, you know,
it was a black guy who put the show together. Will Packer.
Yeah.
No, right. I mean, it fucked up everything. Quincy Jones was the first. But y'all don't care about that any damn way. Y'all wouldn't have talked about that. This is what's being talked about, the slap.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care. I feel like fuck all the people. Jada needs an apology from Chris Rock. I don't care.
Yeah, he definitely needs to apologize. And him not
that
knowing
woman
is
went,
not an excuse.
That woman went open about her depression and her disease and how she's struggling with it. And if that woman would have went home and killed herself, it would have been a whole nother topic. Yeah. It would have been, oh, why didn't Will say something? Why didn't he defend his wife? It would have been something then.
That too. Yeah.
That man can't win or lose.
So yeah,
damned if you do or damned if you don't.
So now let me ask you a question. Right. You have a breaking point, right? When enough is enough, right?
Everybody does.
I'm not going to tell everybody talking about you. You have a breaking point, right?
Well, I don't. Yeah, of course I do.
So do you feel like you control your emotions pretty good?
Yeah, I don't let what people got going on get to me. But I'm the type person. I would have slapped the shit out of him too because it ain't about me. I'm the type person I don't.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Your man, right, worth $500 million. Okay. He go up on stage, he slaps somebody, right? Mm-hmm. For calling you a bald head, right? How you gonna greet him coming off stage?
I'm going home to suck that dick.
So when he come off stage, you gonna hug on him, you gonna kiss on him, let him know that's right?
Oh no, he's gonna sit down beside me. We gonna look and we good. Yeah, like baby.
So you're not gonna show him no public displays of affection. You're not gonna give him the thumb. So you're not just gonna sit there.
I don't gotta do none of that because it wasn't enough for me. He did that because you disrespected me.
Okay, so I'm asking I'm just asking you a straightforward question. Your man just went up there and put it all on the line for you. Slapped one of his friends. You know for over 30 years because he made a bad joke about you, right?
He didn't make a bad joke. He literally
he made a bad joke that you consider disrespectful and hurtful, right?
Yep.
Because you're going through something about it, right?
Yeah.
He didn't even know. My friend didn't even know about it. But
that's hearsay.
But beside the point. But he slapped. That's what he told Charlamagne. That's what his publicist said.
That's hearsay.
And him and Charlamagne are damn near best friends.
That's hearsay.
Okay, so and he come off the stage. You're not gonna greet him. You're not gonna say nothing.
No,
okay, this is what I'm saying about
why
people.
We gotta do all that?
If we're talking about this is something that humiliates because this is a disease that she's depressed about, and it has led to suicidal thoughts.
We're past that.
No, we're not. Because we're giving it to the moment.
I'm asking how would you greet your man? How would you greet your man?
I would be ready to get my shit and go. I'm not gonna bounce up and turn into motherfucking Cinderella, be dancing all across the floor.
So that's
where y'all get shit twisted and think everything is a fucking joke.
I'm asking
that's a fucking joke. Just because y'all make memes out of that shit 30 seconds after it happened doesn't mean it was funny to her. That's not funny to her.
What I'm saying is, I'm just asking her as a woman, you as a woman, how you agree? I think that's a valid question.
I mean,
how would you meet each other? How would you make?
30 seconds later, I think she was still in the same amount of shock and hurt that she was a minute prior to him going up there and doing it. This is where y'all get too tedious with the shit. Like, what did you expect her to do? Get up and hug him and do what? Swing around his waist like she was at a goddamn magic
dancing club. Right now. Why are you attacking me?
Yeah, because you are being disrespectful toward that woman.
How am I being disrespectful?
What was she supposed to do? Twerk?
I'm asking.
Was she supposed to get up and twerk?
Why are you taking this so personal? I'm asking a valid question because I want to know. Because I want the other side.
You men say the same. Y'all are all saying
not just men are saying.
Yes,
women disagree with that shit too.
I'm saying who I've seen.
You know what I'm saying?
And them women, those women are about to be dykes and they never had a nigga protect them in their life. That's why they about to go out and protect their bitches.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they say
angry about some shit. I'm asking legitimate questions.
Yeah, because y'all are ridiculous. Y'all fucking making a whole thing out of this man defending his wife. Like, seriously, that's a conversation.
Yes, it's a conversation. It's a conversation that I want to have here. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know if I want to know why, because if your man put it out on the line, how are you to react? How you agree? I want to know because I'm trying to find the psyche of a woman. I'm not a woman.
But
I don't know how you think. I don't know how you think.
Person, how would you do if you were suicidal, but they ain't never been
suicidal? She ain't suicidal.
Yes, the fuck she was. That's why I know you don't know this.
How do you know?
She said it. She talked about it.
She said it. She was vulnerable.
She said the person that used the word suicidal. I read the whole story and I watched the interview. She never used the word. She never used the word suicidal. We like the bet because she never used the word suicidal. She said she was depressed. She never said she was suicidal.
Okay. All right. Let's just.
She never used that word. I mean, I think.
Right. So people that's depressed, if they go out and people start digging into what they're depressed about, they don't. Okay. All right. In this world that we're in right now, and with all the shit, the COVID that didn't happen, people losing loved ones and all that, you think everybody is stably mentally sane?
Hold on, we got it. Somebody on that side.
We're not having no real conversation.
We're not having a real conversation. You feel like they're not disagree with you. That's not disagree with what you say. It's not real.
We're not having no real conversation.
I'm on the side of
depression. Happiness.
No, saying, sometimes you the person that you're suicidal.
But guess what? If you keep fucking talking about me, I will be.
Man, that's bullshit.
And if you justify
you don't
your
speak for all women.
for speaking
you don't
to my
speak
disease,
for all women.
I will be.
You don't
so
speak
you
for
will
all
be a
women.
part of.
You don't speak for all women.
Okay,
because all
but
women.
the people,
You don't speak for all women.
I may not.
For all women, all
speak for me.
all
and this
women,
is a
all
bullshit
women did not say that was
I
wrong.
don't like this conversation.
Okay.
Well, they stupid as fuck.
Okay, then bye.
They
Thank
dumb
you.
too.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
have a good show.
You have a great night.
I am. Bye, little Frank.
See you later, boo.
You know what I'm saying? See, this is number one reason with women from that generation. Because she didn't say President Jada. You feel what I'm saying? Is because that's what I'm saying. They over emotional. I can ask you a valid question. Have you heard people ask that question, right? Well, how would you agree to your man who came and say doing that right there, right? You feel what I'm saying, right? She was so high, he defended me, right? So I'm saying, as a man, you just said you would suck it, you would give him hair, you know what I'm saying? You said you would sit there like a boss. How was that a disrespectful question? Because as a man, if I put out on the line, I want to know how my wife gonna treat me when I come off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because bitch, I wasn't just stoic. I just put out on the line for you. I need you doing motherfucking cartwheels. You feel what I'm saying? I need you to give me a high five. Like fuck that pussy nigga or something. Or just sit there. Okay. Now we being classy. So you want to say you can't be both ways. You can't be classy and that way. You can't do that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. I'm trying to get everybody. This is why that's why the other side respected me is that some people got offended by that because first of all, Will jumped out of character, right? So people feel like he wasn't authentic, and he went authentically himself as a man, right? Number two is because, right, everybody feel like Jada wasn't where my baby go. I don't know, man. Hey, man, people, you know what I'm saying? People don't like have good debates. You know what I'm saying? They like that people don't have like an interesting debate. They want the whole conversation to be one-sided. And you know, there's a lot of angry people in this world. What we got, Josh, you are not going to win with two women. All right. So stop their emotional right now. Chris Rock didn't know that she had the disease. I didn't know she had the disease. Half of black didn't even know.
I'm gonna let you have that comment. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna just let you have it.
No, because I think
I'm gonna let him have that comment. Because it's sad. It's sad. It's nothing is clicking. Like nobody is saying like no.
I think you miss this. Is what I'm saying. Like this is what I'm saying. It's emotional with women. See, because I have a wife that I've been with be 19 years this year. You see what I'm saying, right? So I had to deal with this conversation in my home. I've had to defend my wife's honor before, and it got gangster. Where I could have went to, you know what I'm saying? I've had to do this before. You know what I'm saying? Against one of my friends, against one of my family members. You see what I'm saying? Right? So I'm not talking from a perspective of somebody on the outside looking in. I'm talking to somebody who's actually been in that seat before. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm trying to find out, okay, this is my opinion on the subject, why I feel like it was right. I'm trying to understand how women who on the side of who feel like he was right, how y'all think, because I think we were just acting off emotion. I don't think it's how he genuinely felt.
I don't think so, because I look at it like this. Like I said, when I was in high school, I had an ex that had alopecia. He used to have patches in the back of his head. And he used to wear his do-rag to school all the time. And a situation happened with a resource officer. They wouldn't take the do-rag off. He got out of character or whatever. However, if someone was to if a female was to have said something out of line or something about his alopecia, I would have did the same shit Will did. I would have slapped him.
You know, Will made an alopecia joke back in the day on somebody.
Okay.
On our senior hall show, he joined one of the people on there by having alopecia. He made a joke, said, "Hey man, it's just a joke." He said that.
Right. And now he understands the detriment.
But what I'm saying is, karma is a motherfucker now. Karma is a motherfucker. You embarrass somebody's family member on live TV. You embarrass
Chris Rock has it?
No, hear my point, sweetheart. What I'm saying is, right, now this is where the conversation get interesting, right? Because I was saving that for shout out to Adrian. Y'all should follow on Spragalicious Media on Instagram and go SpragaliciouMedia.com. That's what I was saying, because see, people do all that. See, Will Smith has done the same thing to somebody. That person they walk over and slap him. See, that's what Will Smith is battling with.
That person, but this is the thing. It wasn't that. It
How you know
Jada.
How you know that person? I'm saying, how you know that person? He talked about somebody else, family member, who had alopecia.
Right. And their man or whoever it was didn't defend them, but will defend
now,
them.
He said
two totally different things.
This is what I'm saying.
Still two completely different things.
There was karma coming back.
Okay, and karma came back to Chris Rock. So karma
look, that's why I like that, because she's standing on that shit. She's going for it. I don't give a fuck what my man said, what my man did. Because you know what? You know what my wife told me?
What?
My wife said, my wife said,
I'm biased. Can I tell you this before you tell me what you said? I'm already biased. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is just because as a black woman, it's my job to protect my sisters. Yeah. So I'm biased on the whole situation. No, I'm saying because I see too many black women tearing each other down in the media. I don't even condone none of that. Come in. He said he didn't jump out of character. He just got down to his lowest point, big dog. People do strange things that they lowest point in their life and switch it up and say it was for God. He protected his family. But let me tell y'all what my wife said. My wife walked down. She said, "You seen that?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "About time that a black man start standing up for these motherfucking women and let these motherfuckers." I'm telling you, I swear. Did you see Nicki Minaj? I think Nicki Minaj. So that's the thing that I never got a chance to. I'm trying to share. But see, me and my wife are in the divided household about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because she feel like we opposed to goddamn slap that nigga. You know, don't play with me. Like, don't play with me. Right. Like, bitch, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody feel like, you know what I'm saying? So, but, like I explained to my wife, though, is, babe, it's my night. You feel what I'm saying? It's my night. But that doesn't make it okay for my I didn't say to be just because nobody's saying it's okay. Nobody. So that's what I'm asking y'all. I'm trying to. Nobody's saying it was okay for to make that joke. Because that's embarrassing that you made that joke on my night about my wife. Okay, but get what though? You gotta say God. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what Denzel was trying to show him, and Tyler Perry was trying to show him. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you didn't know what God had in store for you tonight. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, right, the devil make you jump out of character because you're not in control of your emotions. You feel what I'm saying? You as a man, not a woman. Women think of emotion. Men think of intellect. That's what make you be able to have emotional, have babies, and do what y'all do. You feel what I'm saying, right? That would make y'all so great. You feel what I'm saying, right? And that's what Denzel told him. And so highest place when the devil comes. Nigga, this was your biggest night. And look what you allowed to happen because you are going through something. You know what I'm saying? And you want everybody to respect you in your wife relationship. Please be quiet, okay? I'm filming my show. And I'm not saying that no man a man has a right to defend a woman however they want to. Right? If that's what Will Smith decided to do to defend his woman, you feel me? Yeah. Cool. I just don't think it was what he genuinely wanted to do. I think he did it because he felt like he had to. I don't know. I feel like he wanted to. But let's talk about what the queen said. Mm-hmm. Nikki said, "I love Chris Rock. I don't think he would have made that joke had he known what Jada recently shared. But between him and the whole team at the Oscars, you mean to tell me not one of y'all heard this woman's stories? None of y'all heard this woman just share this heartbreaking story? Come on, son. Here's the thing, and this is such an amazing, eye-opening example of it. The husband gets a front row seat to his wife's pain. He's the one consoling her, drying her tears behind closed doors when those cameras go off. Social media has made people feel that these husbands won't even run into them in real life. You just got to witness in real time what happens in a man's soul when he looks over to the woman he loves and sees her holding back tears from a little joke at her expense. This is what any and every real man feels in that instance. While y'all seeing the joke, he's seeing her pain. Imagine what it must felt like to be losing your hair to the point where you have to shave it bald. You think it's easy to deal with for anyone? You think that she's cried about that many times? 2022, y'all gonna have to see these men about those jokes she makes about their wives. And I feel like that's real. So that's why Boosie went back and Boosie said, that's why I don't fuck with people's wives. Will tired, bro. I've been feeling bad for him myself these last years. That joke shouldn't have been said at the Oscars. Feel like he could have let that slide. Made me think they had a little beef or something, in my opinion. This is what because he made a joke about Jada before. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's saying that's why I'm just trying to get
I'm happy that you know what I'm saying that you have an open mind and you gotta have a dialogue. And some people close minded because this is a conversation we need to, as a family of black, we need to find out. You know, the world fucked up. Whether it's gonna be fucked today or next week, we're gonna be fucked. We can't control it. We don't control about the issues that come before our table. But he made a comment about her in 2016, and Jada called him personally and asked him not to boycott the Oscars because we'll put out a movie called Conscious. You know what I'm saying, about the doctor that discovered all the athletes of the NFL had CTT. You know what I'm saying, or it's a disorder of the brain. You know what I'm saying, right? We're to get dominated. Chris Rock was like, man, these folks that paid me them, I think it was like $15-16 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get that money back. I'm not doing it. I'm going out here. I'm going to get my bag, right? You know what I'm saying? So when he came out, he made a joke and he said that Jada boycotting Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's never gonna happen. You know what I mean? So that was the thing where she was like, oh really, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? So the pressure came from that. You know what I'm saying? Because
no, I don't think so.
Hear me out. I feel like it did because as a man, I would feel more as Will Smith, as me as big, right? Me as a man, I would feel more disrespected that you put a personal conversation that you and my wife had out like that. You feel what I'm saying? Call her bald head, whatever. But that's fuck nigga shit.
No.
Okay, this is my opinion. That's fuck nigga shit. Because
you would care more about like the personal conversation than them.
Because you made a blatant joke that you talk about invite somebody panties. Like no, so you better say that my wife was irrelevant. That's attacking her as a whole person. You just attacking her appearance. That's attacking her. You attacking her integrity. You attacking her. Her relevancy.
Right. But
because
him saying something about her being bald, you just attack her depression. You just attack her health. You just attack whatever suicidal or whatever thoughts, detrimental thoughts that she's had going on. You just attacked all that, and you just made her pain 50 times worse. And and at the end of the day, I'm the one that got to go home and dry them tears, not you.
Yeah, I respect that. But shout out to everybody that have an opinion on this, because I also think that it's an eye opener that in 2022, man, this goddamn you can't say what you want to say about women no more. Because for last year we had the Me Too movement, then like all that,
yeah, you can't, because you're dealing with a whole different breed of women, a stronger breed of women. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna be walked over like we used to be.
And then
we're not
the joke was about G.I. Jane, who was a strong woman in power who beat men. You know what I'm saying? We got Mark says again, the joke was about G.I. Jane too. I didn't know she had disease. I was wondering at home why she got the bald head. She did look like G.I. Jane. Yeah. But I
don't want to hear nothing else from that person. I don't want you to read another comment from them. I swear.
Yeah. It's a touchy subject because I also feel, this is what I want to ask you. So you also feel like black women are disrespected, and as a black woman, it did give you a sense of pride to see a black man. You feel like standing up for his woman, right?
Yeah, I mean, we never see that, and
you never see that.
No.
So what about the week before when Bakari Seller stood up for the lady who's getting nominated for
don't know who that is.
Court? So you didn't see that?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. But
I didn't see that. But this is the thing. You're taking that from we speaking specifically to the entertainment industry, which is the mostly broadcasted among our color. In the entertainment industry, you don't see that. You see how our woman is projected in the entertainment industry. You don't see these men standing up for their women. Like, You don't. Let's be honest. Oh, look at Moneybag just posted all Ari goods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
You think she was okay with she okayed it? So, would you want your man to be like? Would you be mad if your man posted you?
Yeah. What?
You doing all that for him?
Yeah, like that's mad embarrassing. Like they said, she might as well do porn. He didn't leave nothing for the world not to see. Nothing for the world that longs to see. Like you don't go do nothing like that. Like nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Ain't none of that cool.
Yeah. That's something that I think that I want to say this to all black women, who has a mother, who has a daughter, who has a wife, who got cousins, who have sisters, nieces. I love black women, and I am a strong proponent of protecting and making sure our women are protected. You know what I'm saying? What I am not a proponent of is being irrational and men thinking like women, men thinking off emotion and not thinking off rational. But I will say this: kudos to any man that feels like he does what he has to do to protect his family. There's one thing you never heard me say. I never said it because I don't feel like Will should have. Because that's what I'm saying. I'm just about authenticity. Like if like what you just said, you stand on that shit. You feel me? If you slap home, come goddamn, he feel like he tried your lady, fuck you, stand on that shit. Fuck the money.
Right.
So baby, we can't go to Africa this month. You feel what I'm saying? We can't go to Africa, Jada. Come now, give me the card. Can't go to Africa. What is Africa? I ain't got no movie coming. We ain't spend no money. Cause you felt disrespected at the Oscars. I went out and slapped the fuck out of crib. We ain't got no movie coming in. I'm standing on that shit. Take the Rolls Royce back. Huh? The maid's fine. Okay? We ain't got no money coming in because you felt disrespected. I stand on that shit. Now we ain't got no money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
bag while y'all sleep.
I respect it. Do you feel like, because they saying that the Academy Awards is thinking about suspending Will Smith from the
they're doing too much. They're doing too much.
You feel like he should be suspended?
No, they're doing too much. They're taking it too far.
It's saying what about taking the Oscar back?
If they what?
Whoopi Goldberg said that would be disrespectful. I don't think
very much disrespectful.
And I don't think Chris Rock would take his Oscar.
No, but what I would say is if they suspend Will Smith from the Academy Awards, who cares?
Yeah. So let me ask you this: Chris Rock.
I don't like him. He's like, it's no shade, no tea. I just like Chris Rock. He just.
You feel like he do bitch nigga shit?
Yeah, like he just like he don't got the regular comedy. He got like hoe ass comedy. He got comedy where it's like you trying so hard like to make something out of nothing. Like I get if he had like Bernie Mac comedy, that's different. But you just doing too much.
Say you Chris Rock old lady. You Chris Rock old lady. And you party, you try not to go home. Dang, I got it. Then they gonna slap shit out of me in front of everybody. Your old lady at home waiting on you to get there. You know what I'm saying?
When he get home, I'll probably slap shit out of him again. Because why the hell you do that?
So you gonna slap the shit out of these niggas?
Yeah.
Cause
you got me fucked up. You just went on live TV and embarrassed this black woman.
So he basically bitch ass nigga. Cause he will slapping him. He get home, his old lady slapping him.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck that.
Yeah, for sure. He's bitched out. Like.
So you feel like.
It's almost. Yo, hey, what I just tell you?
You said don't say what he said. I just said.
Get that shit out. I want to. Yo, what?
What he say? This is what that said without her telling everybody.
Yo, word to my mom. Where you at? I want to get it in. Like, I want to get it in. Just one rap. Like, yo,
I've been wanting to say that. I haven't had to say that.
Yeah,
I feel like she should have worn with.
What the fuck? Why does she have to hide her disease? Like, she already came out public with it and talked about what she went through. Now she's trying to embrace it. She's trying to find her inner beauty. She does not have to mask that with a lace front because your bum at. I'm not talking about it.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. So Chris Rock.
If it was somebody else's, if it was your child and your child had alopecia and she was trying to find a way to comfort herself in her beauty and she didn't want to wear a wig, then would it have been, oh, she should have wear a wig? When a grown man stand on stage and make a joke about it, would it have been the same thing? Yeah. That's my question. It would have been your daughter should have wore a wig?
No, let me tell you something.
Can you answer that for me though?
I'm for the answer.
No. It's a yes or no. Would it be your daughter should have wore a wig?
No comment.
Exactly. My point exactly. Y'all pick and choose when to defend black women. That's the problem. Y'all pick and choose when we're important. Y'all pick and choose when we're valuable. That's why every black woman watch this show. Go get you a white man. These black women not love us. Go get you a white man, please. I promise you. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. I'm big dog. Go get a white man because these black men don't love us. Go get a white man.
I ended for you, for men. Damn, if you do damn if you do, damn if you don't for men. You're right. That's how I feel. Now let me ask you this. Now you just made a fucked up ass statement.
No, I made something.
Somebody
serious.
Go get a white man.
Yeah.
So you want to marry a preference?
Yeah.
So the motherfucker slaved your man and made your man watch while he had his way with you. You want to go have a baby with him. So you got Stockholm syndrome.
This is my thing. Would you? This is literally the perfect analogy for it. Would you rather eat steak at a table with snakes or eat crumbs with bones?
Crumbs with bones.
And that's my point. That's the whole point right there.
So you equate black men, you equate white men to snakes and black men as bones.
No. The other way around. Black men as snakes and white men as bums.
Wow.
Just because of this. Our own. You my brother. Mm-hmm. Even though we ain't blood, you my brother. Yeah, I expect you to protect. If I'm out somewhere and something happened, and me as a black female, I expect to run to the nearest black man and be good. You know what I'm saying?
Now, say the roles were reversed. What is a black woman? See, the things that I was trying. I think Aiden got mad about was, okay, he defended Jada's honor, right? There's a sense of pride as a woman that should have came with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because fuck these Oscars. He said, fuck these Oscars, fuck this award. I'm slapping.
But
hear me out. I'm knocking motherfuckers out by you.
Right.
So as a woman, you should have rose to your feet and saluted your queen.
No.
You look like you the puppet master.
Hell no.
You the puppet master.
Why did she, in that time when she was vulnerable and she was hurting, she didn't have to demonstrate that right then. She could have demonstrated that at home. Okay, but right then in that time, she was embarrassed. She was hurt. No, he should have demonstrated shit right then and there when he did. So somebody make a joke about your daughter. Your daughter got alopecia. Somebody make a joke about her on stage.
I get on his ass. And I get on his ass.
Your daughter is still sitting down there crying.
When I get up, she probably say, "I'm like, you all right?" She supposed to say, "All right, daddy, give me a motherfucking hug." She better get up my bride to her goddamn get daddy a hug.
No, that's not necessary.
Come here, baby. I'm like, come here, baby. Yeah. She better bring. We probably hold and locked up so the whole goddamn world to see. I'm gonna go crazy about this, and she gonna go crazy about me. It can't be one sided. Let it have been me and my motherfucking wife, and I don't want to slap the shit out of Chris Rock. And she better meet me at the bottom of the goddamn convertible. She better meet me at the. Let me tell you something about my old lady. Remember my old lady? She got offended. I would have to goddamn try to grab that goddamn truck. Grab that goddamn truck. She gonna get that folks, nigga. Yeah. He playing with the wrong one. Yeah. No. So it would have been a different,
No cap, because if it was me, I would have beat my nigga up them steps. We would have been up there. Yeah.
Get what? We would have jumped that nigga.
What I'm telling you, would have been out the Oscars for real.
We would have jumped that nigga.
Would have been out the Oscars for real. They would have took my Oscar back, baby.
But the thing about it though is. I think what
Chris
it was,
Rock, you a bitch ass nigga.
I think what it was, Will Smith had been fake so long that it's eating him up inside. He had laughed shit off and been the Mr. Cookie Cutter for so long. You feel what I'm saying? And to the certain point, his kids tired of that shit. His bitch tired, his wife tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas always been about these moving about everything. What about us? When your wife start talking about that what about us shit, boy, that is the most worst fucking retarded. Like that's you ain't get no sleep, you ain't get no pussy, you ain't get no hot meal, you ain't get no clean clothes. And when y'all make, I know he was going through when she got a nigga that looked like, oh yeah, bitch ass nigga. Okay.
I don't feel that.
He got
y'all trying to make Jada seem like
no. Jada is being a wife. It's not Jada. It's Jada's being a wife. That's what I'm married. That's what y'all do. It's just like you somewhere, right? And your man say you somewhere didn't do respect you, right? You feel me, right? And at the time you nigga look, you gonna look at your nigga and be like, you know, nigga like. Because you expect him to be just as offended as you is, right?
Yeah, to a certain extent, I guess.
But say you look upset, nigga say shit hurt your feelings, right? And
I mean, but I feel like
say this hurt your feelings, right?
But if
and you look at your nigga and he laughs.
Right.
You don't want to slap his ass.
Nah, but it's the thing. He might have laughed, and then he looked at her and saw, you know what I'm saying? like, oh damn, like that just you know what I'm saying? And that rage might have took over.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happened. That's what happened. I just said
but that doesn't less validate the fact that he felt the need to protect her.
What I'm saying is,
it's just the fact that y'all are basically saying Chris Rock isn't wrong. And like y'all can say Will is wrong, but also say Chris Rock is wrong. They both can be wrong.
No. I feel like see the thing about it is ignorance of the law is no justification.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what I wanted to say earlier when I tried to stop you. Ignorance of the law is no justification for you breaking the law. So because he didn't know that does not justify
what I'm saying is this.
The joke he made.
I'm saying is this. That slap was not for that joke. That slap because you playing with my wife. You did that last time in front of you that Oscar, you embarrassed my wife. Now you're doing it 2 times.
No, I don't think it was ever thought about that deep. I just feel like Chris Rock crossed the line, talking about that woman being bald-headed when he knows that she's, well, he says he didn't know, hearsay, okay, whatever. Well, when she has publicly came out about her suffering with this disease and her depression that has been attached to it. And I feel like it's too many times that Black women and their feelings are preyed upon and nothing's never said and it's always justified. And I feel like that is what's happening here. I feel like because Jada and Will's relationship these past few years has been exposed to the media, people are using that as a reason to say, okay, Will was wrong for what he did because he was just fed up from prior things that happened. Like what? That doesn't make any sense.
So how do we fix it? How do we make Black women? Because this same shit my wife's telling me. Like you don't get it, y'all don't get how we feel. So how do we fix it? Because I hear but how do we fix it? How do men? What does men have? So is seeing Will do that? Is that a positive step? And Black women feel like things are changing and like. So how do we fix it then?
I definitely wouldn't say that. I feel like that's a positive step. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that. But I would say is this. So it comes to a point. It comes to a point where things are no longer seen as they should. They're no longer visualized as they should. You know, Black women always have this perception of being a strong Black woman, but we put in the media so much of these men spoiling these women and these men when we always see all these big relationships, they spoiling this, but they're behind closed doors, they're being beat on, yada yada yada. And we're quick to publicize, oh yeah, did you know that? Prime example, Shade Room just posted how Rico Nasty and her boyfriend just had a physical altercation. You know what I'm saying? We're quick to publicize that. We're quick to push that in the media, but we never push the good. And things that are pushed through the media are normalized.
Okay, so what about all these videos shown on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube about Black women abusing Black men? You beating on them, you hitting them with cars because they might have cheated. and y'all goddamn jumping on them.
But this is the question:
is that justifiable? What about the trauma?
Don't give me a protest to my protest. Don't be the all lives matter type of guy right now.
No, I'm just
please don't. That's what you're doing. You're being the all lives matter guys right now. That's not what it's here right now. That is not what we're talking about. Don't be that guy. What we're talking about is black women. Okay, let's leave the topic there. Don't be that guy. What I will say is, I genuinely feel like certain things need to be normalized that aren't. Certain things need to be pushed in the media more that aren't. Certain things need more representation that don't have it.
Should black women defend black men more?
Yes, of course. We should all defend each other more. But that does not happen. What it say? What it say? I know it said something stupid. Matter of fact, leave it. Don't even put it back up. If she goes to a comedy club, she better be prepared to be a clown or sit in the back. Okay. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have your piece.
Hey man, can you come on? I want to hear your opinion. You been on Instagram.
I can't do it with I can't do this with both of y'all.
What you mean?
Ain't no way I can have this conversation. Yo, we gonna get the fighting in here. Hey friend, we gonna get the fighting in here.
We got digital in the building. Digi, sit down.
Digi. Yo, listen though, I can't lie. Y'all don't play with me because I'm from the 2-5, baby. I'll be the knock both of y'all.
She's talking about Raleigh.
Yeah.
Come on now. I'll be the knock. sad because black women don't care about black men don't care about black women.
The black women don't care about black men.
Bro, but we
y'all
the
tell
ones,
us
we
what
the
to
first
look
ones
like.
on the forefront when it's Black Lives Matter marching and fighting and stopping for y'all.
For Instagram likes, not real life. In real life, if you look at civil rights movement, mostly people who died were male. When you look right now, mostly people being killed male. Most of the people in prison are male. It's not a problem until it's national news. Y'all do it for millions of people. Y'all don't do it every day. You're not at the house defending niggas. No, y'all at the house talking shit about niggas. No. Every nigga you don't defend, you don't love every black man. Stop pretending. It's not real. Look. I'm gonna say it like this: as a black man, I don't feel love. I don't feel protected.
As a black woman, neither do I.
So exactly.
Where are we at with the problem?
So
where are we at with the problem? It'll never be fixed because guess what? It's never no one willing to come to a common ground.
Exactly.
That's why I said black women go get y'all a white man. These black men don't love
and
y'all.
Black men go get you a white woman. Exactly. No drama.
It's meant. The crossbreeding, I guess, is just meant to be
because the thing is, men can sit in a room. You'll watch on any podcast, so niggas be like, "Yeah, niggas ain't shit too." But you gonna see a podcast with women taking accountability too. It's still just all men. Men can say it's us too. Women can't say it's them. That's what we have our problem.
So that's the women you deal with.
No, that's women in mainstream in general. No, the women I deal with are accountable.
Because if you go and look at Jania and what's the girl she doing the podcast with right there?
Those are mainstream people.
Yes, they are. That's NBA YoungBoy's girlfriend. How do you know? It's Jania, Kiana, Jay, they got the biggest. They over there. Talking about her. I love her. They literally got a whole podcast.
A young boy girlfriend, that bitch bad. She fine and she's smart.
No, they literally got a whole podcast and they talk about it.
But the thing is, they ain't getting enough love because they aren't mainstream. Young boy ain't even. They get blackball off of young boys blackball. They would be bigger.
What?
Yeah, the industry is blackballing young boys too. They would have more. You got Addison Rae.
Nah, his girl.
Addison Rae has 20 million copying black dances. She would have more if it wasn't for the industry blackball young boy. That's a whole nother conversation. But the thing is, we have to come together and just say, I'm wrong. Everybody has to say I'm wrong. But nobody is humble enough as a group together to say we're wrong. That's the problem. One person is too busy pointing fingers at the other to even look at themselves. Immediately, it goes, this situation didn't become a man got overheated. It became a man protect a black woman. Stop making it about gender. Now, y'all make it that. This nigga was just upset at y'all too. Y'all don't realize that slap was meant for all y'all that made entanglement jokes. That slap was meant for all y'all that made August jokes. That slap wasn't just meant for him. We're supposed to slap the fuck out of y'all too. And we're wrong. Everybody that say we're wrong, don't just say Chris made a joke. Nigga, y'all make jokes. Stop trying to single him out for doing his job. Y'all make jokes for fun and seditious.
That's what I said earlier. That wasn't genuinely Will Smith. He thought the joke was funny because it was a good punch in the chest. He told Jada he loved her, just like you say your homeboy. What's up, Digi? Love you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Fat ass. That's how we do.
Yeah, I call my twin brother fat bitch.
That's how we do.
When me and my homeboy answer the phone, like, what up, bitch? But on the same note, and this is a quote from the man who did the slapping. It's just a joke. Take it. He said that himself to a person while he was lost for having alopecia. Because people don't understand that male pattern of female baldness. If you look it up medically, it's all caused by a slight form of alopecia. My mama bald. My grandmama had a full head of hair. My grandma looked she's Native American too. But
I didn't say this, but my mom suffers from alopecia.
But most of our mothers do because it's a part of life.
And I joke my mom all the time, you know what I'm saying?
And my mom, my best friend, and my
mom, my best friend, but my mom's not sensitive. So
yeah. My mom,
get in here and say something.
My mom would shoot somebody.
Please don't beat up something. You we pat her down?
Because even today, during that day, I just had a conversation with my friends. Literally right before that, and it proved my point. He said, if a nigga slap his girl on the ass, over somebody that was, how would you kill somebody over that? Respect. You're gonna get my respect. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna respect you if I see you do it. So obviously, it didn't work. I see you as a hoe. You just shot a man over something not worth killing somebody over. Hitting them, maybe. Stern talking to, hell yeah. Just like he could have went on that stage to his friend of 30 years, grabbed him to the side. All seriousness, like, bro, you crossing the fucking line.
I wanted that and grab his ass.
Yeah.
Stop
and
motherfucking
playing
with
him because we are intelligent.
Because
people. Aren't you intelligent?
In the end of the day, I feel it's fucked up.
I'm pretty sure you got a lot of
another black man to disrespect. See, that's what pissed me off more than anything. It was a black man slapping him like that for the whole room for the white folk. I got a problem with
all day,
that shit.
Every day.
I got a problem with that.
I hate
we don't do each other like that.
Because we know historically this man kisses the white man's ass. This is their boy. This is their Scientology. It's all that. Y'all, our people hate this man for the most part. And now everybody, the Philly done came out of this. Oh, y'all forgot he was black, huh? What that is black. Open palm slapping another man?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's how I feel with this whole situation. I feel like ain't nobody ever gonna see this man's side. Ain't nobody ever gonna see Jada Payne. Ain't nobody ever gonna see her side. Like, as a black woman, I honestly feel it's real sad. Like, when your pain is preyed upon, it's okay.
And the black man's pain is too.
It's okay. That's simply what it is. Like, everybody just want to protect Chris Rock, but it's like, damn, like nobody.
So you didn't hear us say that if he walked on stage and grabbed him and
really put him in his place. No, because they don't hear everything. They hear what they want to hear.
How he expressed his
because it didn't involve violence.
No,
but then it was he should have waited till after. Okay, for it to build up, for him to get mad at him and just shoot and kill that man. Then
he had the same exact anger. If he had a gun in his hand, he would have shot him on stage, I believe. But what I'm still saying is, if your wife is being physically harmed,
say we'll go up there and slap Chris Brown.
So
he come back. I hit coat. Boom, boom, 2 times and shoot that man. Kill him.
Now we got 2 black people out doing
something. And what if Jada would have went the hell home and she killed herself? Would that have been justified? After Chris Rock stood on that stage and embarrassed her about a disease that she just came out with, talking about how she was depressed about, in front of billions of people, everybody is still just dismissing this girl's pain. Nobody has said, okay, damn, I do see how Jada feels. Damn, right. I do understand that his woman felt this way. Damn, I do understand that she just came out and talked about how she was depressed about this disease. Damn, I do understand that. Nobody has said that. This whole time it's always about Chris. It's always about Will. It's not about neither one of them. It's about Jada. It's about that woman whose pain was preyed upon.
But 2 things on that. 2 things. The 3 people he roasted, why don't you care about his pain, their pain before that? Because he was not just roasting Jada.
It's not about Will.
I'm not talking about Will. I said Chris.
He said something about another woman too.
I said Chris.
Did they talk about that other woman's disease? Something that she just publicly talked about. She
did not talk about her disease. Y'all stop making stuff up. Stop making stuff up. He didn't talk about her disease. He talked about her being bald.
He made exactly her being
he
bald
didn't
is
say
caused by a disease.
You have alopecia. Ha ha. He never said that.
So she's bald by choice. So she's bald by choice.
He said, Jada,
am I bald by choice?
No,
I'm not bald by choice.
Right, but her as a woman, your hair, that's your natural crown that you never take
now
off.
It's like, bro, that's weak. That's a weak defense.
Is that not the truth?
No, because everybody has hair. His is never going bald.
Right. But hers is because she's dealing with the disease and she talked about this.
But the thing is, his crown. That's his crown too. You're taking away the kingliness of men, saying it's just for women.
He was not joking about his alopecia. Nobody said hair was just for women. He was not joking about his alopecia. So nobody came in here and said you got a fat ass patch of hair in your head. I didn't say that to you. Nobody said that to him. So he's not in the equation. Let's talk about what's at hand. What still everybody continues to beat around the bush and talk about is to recognize
you as a comedian. You as a comedian.
I was watching.
You as a comedian, right? There's a new movie we were talking about earlier. There's a new standard has been set. And Will Point, he moved.
He didn't just set that standard. That standard's been going on all year. People have been coming on stage trying to fight comedians, even though you came.
Go knock their ass out.
Since you came to an event that's a comedy show and sat up front stage, you came to a comedy show. You know what comedy shows been like.
Jada didn't go to a comedy show. She went to the Oscars.
And also,
that's where she went.
Also, a lot of black people don't watch the Oscars. Every year, there's a celebrity roast. Some comedian roast people in the audience. That happens every year. You know where you're going. The Oscars is not a new event.
So, because I have alopecia, I shouldn't go to the Oscars because I'm gonna get joked.
If I go to hell, am I taking a jacket?
What?
If I go to hell, am I taking a jacket?
I mean, shit. If you got it on,
if it's chilly outside, I'm not going to get a bowl.
I mean, shit.
Meaning I know where I'm going. I'm not going to a fish restaurant because I'm allergic. Yes, you prepare for where you go.
I can't go to the Oscars.
Okay, my bad. That's right. Nope. You should not have accountability. You're right. You have no control over your life, no decision making or discernment.
Now Jada should be held accountable for things going about her alopecia.
So as a comedian, do you change your set now?
I don't change my set. I tell people at the beginning of my set, and I've been saying since I did it, it's the baby on this stage. You come up here, you get dropped. All right. Because the thing is, most of the time in these shows, it's the audience member who starts with you. That's not what happened in this case. Chris had a script he went by. It was written. It's probably written by writers. Chris don't even write his own material. He was reading off the teleprompter. Okay. So you saw him reading off the teleprompter. He continued to read off it after he was slapped. That's common knowledge. All right. Also common knowledge, because a lot of people keep saying stuff and adding stuff that's not real in this situation. He just roasted 3 people. Amy Schumer came on 20 minutes earlier, made a joke about Jada's head. Boom. Nothing happened because it was a white woman.
What did she say? You remember what she said?
I don't, because I was watching the whole thing. I was like, oh, that was a good one. We sitting at the smoke shop. Okay. They're singling out him because it's fun to attack black men. Okay. Yeah, was he wrong for making the joke? It's always wrong to pick on people.
They said a black girl said some earlier about we'll come up on the stage, you single now and some shit.
It's always, yeah. They would have the butt of the joke the whole night. So it's wrong to pick on people. I've been tortured my whole life, 90% by women of our race. Literally destroyed, degraded, belittled, said the worst things. You fat, so that means you ain't got no penis. Shit like that. I've had girls openly say that to me. Grown women still say dumb shit. Mm-hmm. So does it hurt?
I know when he said it, your eyes broke it. Like, do you feel like that about fat men? That fat men don't have no penis?
Yo, honestly, I'm just over it. Like, I'm just over the fact that we're still talking about Will and Chris, and nobody's talking about Jada. Like, that's like, I feel like Will and Chris really don't matter in this.
Because at the end of the day, she was a small part of it. She was the joke, and then they took the whole stage. We talk about what happened.
She was a small.
So how you think Jada's feeling right now?
Yeah, that woman's probably in pain. She's probably somewhere embarrassed because that's something that's staying on her for the rest of her life. Oh, my husband went on stage and slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, and he might get his Oscar taken from me because he tried to defend me from a man who talked about the disease I just went public about, and talking about my depression and talking about the pain through my journey dealing with this. She probably hurt. That woman probably stained. That woman probably feel responsible. That woman's head is probably not in a good space. And I feel like that's why she hasn't said anything about none of it.
How you think Will Smith feeling right now?
Well, he did give a public apology to Chris Rock this morning, today, and to the Academy, because they actually talk about banning them. And the LA County District Attorney is talking about pressing charges because that's open assault on stage, which is my other point is defending our women shouldn't end in us dying or going to prison. Like, that shouldn't be a requirement. And that should be a better way. Because the thing is, who's defending us? Who's protecting us? Shit, who's protecting us from y'all? Most of the violence that happened to us, anyway. I'm not talking about real life here. We're talking about Oscars. Anyway, how's she feeling right now? Normal. New York chick, hardcore. Like, niggas been roasting around her.
Always supposed to be so hard and so strong.
No, I'm not saying we. I'm not even saying women. I'm talking about as black people, period. We grow up roasting. That is a thing.
So we got to be okay and so
this ghetto. It's just like it doesn't feel good to get roasted sometimes. It doesn't. But is she dwelling on that? No, that woman has a lot more going on in her life. She has bigger things to
Why do you not think that she's dwelling on that when she took time, when she took hours out of her day to sit on national TV and pour out the pain that she went through?
Because it's a national event that's being talked about by the whole world.
Before this, duh.
No, I'm talking about right now.
I'm talking about when she went and talked about her alopecia to the whole world.
On what platform did she do this?
On multiple platforms. What do you mean?
Because me and my twin talked about this, and she only did it on Red Table Talk.
But listen, Red Table Talk, I seen the clips on Twitter. I seen the clips on Instagram. I found out about Jada alopecia through Instagram. Through the clip from the Red Table
Talk. I found out through people saying it on Instagram hours after this happened. like 99%.
I didn't know she had alopecia until
most people didn't.
Until after the slap.
Most people didn't.
My wife said she been there. I like.
Women always what they
women
want
always
to know.
talk about y'all been new some shit.
No,
people
y'all
pick and
never
choose what
say
they
that.
No, people pick and choose who they care about. Nobody
But
cared
they
about
been
her
bald
before
head for
that
30
shit.
years.
Yeah.
She been bald head for 30
Nobody
years.
cared about her before that
Even
slap.
before alopecia,
That's my thing. Nobody's sitting at the house talking about, I wonder how Jada will do. Let me go research and see if she has any medical conditions. That's not realistic. That's not pick and choose what you care about. People have fucking evictions and kids to worry about. Nobody's sitting at the house 3 months ago talking about, let me check a celebrity's disease. The sick part is our black aficionation for celebrities and turn them into gods and worship them to the point where if something happens to celebrities, it can break us up. I had a girl literally tell me, we can't date because you don't listen to Meg Thee Stallion.
Well, I don't know. That's to each his own. That's people you be right.
No, you're doing it right now. You're getting emotional about a celebrity.
Wait. Are you not doing the same exact thing?
No, I'm getting emotional about the fact that we're still talking about it.
I'm getting emotional about the fact that y'all are not talking about the black woman's pain. It could have been anybody in this world. It ain't about Jada. Now let's really get to it. Because it ain't about Jada. It ain't about Will. It ain't nothing about no celebrity. Because I done been around them all, been around them all. None of that shit impressed me. Everything they got and can have, I probably done had, touched, and will have. So none of that shit impressed me. So let's not play like I'm fixated on celebrities. That's first of all. Second of all, let's talk about the fact that I don't care if it was Jada. I don't care if it was Will. I don't care who it was. It's the fact that every time the conversation is talked about, the main point of the conversation is ignored. The black woman's pain is ignored, and that's what I've been saying this whole day. Is that not? It's ignored. And that's my
if you can say something to black men, right, about black woman's pain, right, what would you say to us?
It's levels. That's what I would say. It's levels, and sometimes you just got to know what lines not to cross. And a lot of black women put on these smiles and be hurting on the inside. And me being a female that has been through it, that been through depression, that had suicide attempts, I done been through it all. And I came out on the other side. God, thank God that I came out on the other side. But that pain be real. Like, people really be going through things. Like, it's not just what the media see. It's deeper than that. So when you see something that seems like it might just be surface level, I promise it's way deeper than that.
Digi, what would you say about black men's pain?
Well, it's the second point I was going to have earlier. So now I got two other points. It's like people told me earlier, like you said, two black men attacking each other. And another black man was like, they don't represent all black men. But, and other women chimed in like, yeah, stop making of that. But y'all make her represent all other black women. That's not fair. That's not fair. If she represents all black women, they represent all black men on that stage. Second, when we talk about depression and suicide, because I've been the same way.
She never said she was suicidal.
No, I'm talking about when she was when she talking about we've been through it as black men, we go through it. Actually, the suicide rate is higher in us, in married black men. Okay, so where is your wife protecting you? No, because it's higher in married black men. That makes me think, what's the difference there? Oh, they're married. All right. Suicide exists in all of us, especially black people, and depression. It's not gender oriented. And the black man's pain, it's like, bro, whenever we need our sisters, they're never there. They're there when they need to be there, not when we need to be there. Nicki Minaj literally put up a post the other day that said it's amazing how many black men feel unloved in their deepest time of need and are unloved by us. And that's the realest shit I ever heard her say. And I'm not a fan. And I'm like, yes, I go through this every day. I am alone. Even when I'm in a relationship, sometimes it's just me. When my homegirls, it's one-sided. I help them, none of them are there. And that's not just my story. That is the story of most of us. The story of how most of us at a young age are sexually abused by older black women and don't talk about it because we're supposed to be told to be happy we got some pussy.
I don't know. I personally just feel, the situation with Will and Jada was very much, Will, Jada, and Chris, it was very much unorthodox. It was very much, like out of line. And I wish it wouldn't have happened at the Oscars, but I do feel like Will had a right to defend his woman.
But nobody has a right to put their hands on anybody because you wouldn't want nobody to put their hands on you because they thought you were wrong.
Well, I want to thank you.
You're not nobody's child.
I want to thank you, Disney, for popping in on Adrian. She got mad at me. She left because I want to let her.
But she be over talking you anyway.
Don't do that.
I tell her that in her face.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
I tell her that in her face.
She gonna talk about it. It's okay.
Yeah, we
gonna like people sitting there against. I want to leave.
You can see the recording.
Huh?
I talk about it anyway in her face.
I want like he's 2 times. Thank you for coming on the media show. Please come back. It was amazing.
Yes.
You did a great job. You got, I love a big thanks for you in the podcast community. But I want to say this to you people out there.
I do, yeah.
This is the debates that need to be happening for change to happen.
Right.
And I think that Black women have to be open to the conversation to understand the fact that, just because I have a question and objected to something don't mean that men feel like Black women should be disrespected.
It don't mean I hate you.
It does not mean I hate you. Does not mean we love you. A conversation leads to actions. There can never be no action without no conversation. And I want to say this to all Black women out there, and also to the Black men out there. It was 3 people that was hurt that night. It was Jada Pinkett, it was Will Smith, and it was Chris Tucker. Chris Rock. Chris Rock. I'm trying to be my John. Give me a minute. And Chris Rock.
A white guy called Chris Tucker in the restaurant.
It was Chris Tucker
and Chris Rock. What I'm saying is this: America got to see how dysfunctional the Black community is right now.
Yep.
Because we Black people walk around laughing and joking all the time when all of us in pain. We'll see you Thursday, good people.
Shout out. We out.
Yo.